Hi, this is Julie at Julie Loses, and thank you for tuning in to another installment of my online weight loss video diary. It is Friday, August 8th, and again, my apologies for the late check-in with you guys, but, well, I've been having a really rough time, and this has been the first real opportunity I've had to sit down and set up the camera and the lights and all that jazz. And so yeah, a lot has happened in the last week since I last checked in with you guys. Let's get to the weigh-in first. I did my official weigh-in on Tuesday. Last week I think I was 188.2 or 188.6, one of those. I think it's 0.2. This week I weighed in at 186 pounds flat, which was what I was the week before. So I was happy to have recovered from that previous gain. But there's other issues. Going back to work has been really hard on me physically, mentally, logistically. I've had some struggles, and I wanted to talk about the struggles here. First thing is, I think I had mentioned I was having some thoughts about feeling like I wasn't getting enough activity in if I wasn't going to the gym all the time. So that really motivated me last week to try to get outside, take walks whenever I could. So last Friday, I worked it out with my boyfriend where I was going to stay late at work, and instead of going to the gym, because I forgot my sports bra, instead of going to the gym, I was going to just take a walk around the campus of my workplace. They have a pretty large footprint in the city I live in, and they have these fitness paths that they're like 2 miles, 3 miles, 5 miles, 7 miles, and you pick how far you want to go, and my workplace is right on the loop, one of the loops. It was a 2-mile loop that I looked up, and it's basically all, with very little exception, the loop I'm on is all cement streets. So decided to take the walk. It was 6 o'clock on a Friday night. The weather was warm but not terribly hot, and I had a really good time on the walk. It ended up being about 2.58 miles round trip for me, longer than the advertised 2 miles. And the previous week, every time I would go for a walk, my calves, that's a really hard word to say, calves. My calves felt like they really needed to be stretched. They just felt really tight and like they were working really hard. So this should have been a warning to me. The shoes I wore were athletic shoes, but they didn't have my inserts in them. I took a shortcut there. By the time I got home that night, my feet were really hurting. And so I took my shoes off and I just lazed around on the couch until it was time to go to bed. And I noticed my right foot was kind of hurting when I was laying down. Then when I went to get up to go to bed, I couldn't walk on it at all. I couldn't put any weight on my right foot whatsoever. Ugh. So that wasn't good. I thought, well, I've had really sore feet before. Maybe this is just really, really sore, and resting it overnight will probably be fine. Woke up Saturday morning, and I still could not walk on it. It was like, I could put a little bit of pressure on the ball of my feet or on my tippy toes, but if I tried to put my heel down on the ground, it was just agony. Worst pain. It felt really, really wrong. So I took to the internets. I started icing it on and off. Took some Aleve to anti-inflammatory meds, and nothing was really helping, and it was really, really uncomfortable. So uncomfortable that by Saturday afternoon, I was so worried about it, I decided to go to urgent care. They took an x-ray, found a bone spur right around the area where my Achilles tendon meets my heel, and said, there's really nothing we can do for you, just rest it. If it hurts to ice it, don't ice it. The doctor really didn't give me a whole lot of information. In fact, I wasn't able to walk. She didn't even offer me crutches or anything to figure things out. So I was really having a rough time with that over the weekend. Ended up going to sports medicine podiatrist on Monday. By the time I saw him, I was just becoming able to walk again. All day Saturday, couldn't walk. All day Sunday, couldn't walk. Ended up calling in sick to work Monday and Tuesday. Saw the podiatrist. He verified that basically I have like Achilles tendonitis and some calcification on the back, and told me to wear my inserts and gave me a night splint to wear to kind of keep those muscles stretching, and gave me some exercises and gave me some really helpful information that I'm going to be using. But I was really happy by the time Tuesday afternoon rolled around. It was like nothing had happened. My foot was basically fine, back to normal. But that hiccup did a few things. For one, it prevented me from doing much of any activity at all, apart from hopping around on my left leg, for the entire weekend and most of this week. I've been doing a little bit of walking at lunchtime, but not my normal rounds that I do, and my step averages have been 5,000 or less. The other thing is food related, and this is where things get really sticky. I'm willing to give myself the benefit of the doubt when it comes to activity after you haven't been able to walk for a few days. Maybe don't go gung-ho right away. That's fine. But what isn't fine is, and this happens, I should know that it's a trigger for me, but whenever I get sick or have something happen where I'm not feeling as good as I usually do, my food choices are bad. Saturday, after the trip to the urgent care, I convinced my boyfriend to take me to Five Guys hamburgers, where I got a hamburger and some french fries. Sunday, I don't really remember what I did. I don't even remember if I tracked my food, but I know that Sunday ended up convincing the boyfriend to go to a Mexican restaurant and get me a burrito, which I ate most of, had a little bit left over. It was a giant burrito. It was basically 2 burritos, and I ate like the entirety of one of them and some of the second one, and then had half of the second one for breakfast the next day. And it's all a blur, but I've been doing a lot of fast food. And I've been kind of hiding it from my boyfriend. Yesterday, I tried to get back on track. I spent Wednesday night prepping. Got some mason jars, made some salads in jars, made overnight steel-cut oats. Was eager to get back on track, eager to put the junk food cycle behind me and move on. But after eating the salad at lunch yesterday, I got really, really sick. These are the same salads that back last November made me really sick. I thought I was over that, but it just didn't work out. I became violently ill at work. Basically thought I was going to pass out from nausea and dehydration and all the other fun stuff that comes with a digestive sensitivity to something in the salad. But I decided to it kind of comes in waves. The discomfort, the specific discomfort comes in waves. And I usually am able to eat, but it's the kind of thing where it doesn't go away, and I have this feeling like if I eat something that makes me more sick, it will remove these waves. If I can only vomit, if I instill myself to vomit or eat something that's gonna push everything out of me, this is really graphic, but that'll work. That's where my mind goes, and part of me wants to just not eat, but then that just keeps the stuff in my system for longer. It doesn't make any sense. These are excuses. But on my way home last night, when a wave started coming on again, I thought, if I get McDonald's and eat a bunch of McDonald's, it's going to make me feel better. And, it did. When I had the McDonald's in my stomach, when I had the Big Mac and the Quarter Pounder with cheese and I think it was medium fries and part of a Coke, I felt better. I didn't have any stomach issues after I ate that. But I ate a bunch of junk food. I had about an extra 1,500 calories or 1,100 calories for the day over what I had anticipated. And I took the bag. This was the second night. I think on Tuesday night was the other night where I went out and got Five Guys. Didn't tell my boyfriend I got it. I went to Five Guys. I got 2 cheeseburgers and 2 sets of fries. Admitting it here is easy. Admitting it to my boyfriend is much harder. Take the bags and push them to the very bottom of the trash receptacle and covered them up so he wouldn't see. I think he would be disappointed. It's definitely like a binge thing coming on, and it's really tough to deal with. Because when you're doing really well for a really long time, you think, man, I've cracked this case. I've learned to deal with it. And then you learn that, you don't have the handle that you thought you did. So I'm really going through some stuff now. Clearly, I'm emotional about it. I haven't been emotional about it like this since it's been happening, but clearly I need to do something about it. Today has been pretty good, though. Went to work, haven't had any real foot pain. I work right across the street from the gym, has the bistro with the pre-made meals that are all to the diet program specs. So it made it easy to just go and spend some money and get prepackaged meals, fresh prepackaged meals. They're not laden with sodium or anything like that, but that was helpful. And I was proud of myself. And I have dinner sitting in there waiting for me. I have a grilled chicken breast with pesto zucchini noodles just waiting for me to make for dinner. But I was tempted to do fast food instead on the way home tonight. I was thinking, well, I could save the pre-made food for tomorrow, and my boyfriend's going to be around, and I could do fast food. So this is rough. Being sick, having something throw a wrench in my system, this new job, it's really having an effect on my ability to handle myself. And that is a humbling thing. I was feeling really on top of the world for a long time with my weight loss, and now I feel like it's out of control. I have this confidence that this is fleeting and that this isn't going to totally spiral out of control, But I have concerns, and I think that they're well-founded. I think that if I didn't have any concerns, I would be in denial and not having a realistic mindset about it. So what do I do about it? What do I do? Well, I think what I did today by going to the gym and getting some meals was helpful. Clearly, you know, making the food is hard for me right now for whatever reason, and so having something that's more convenient is going to be helpful. Second thing I need to do is I need to reach out to my team. I need to seek counseling for this. My binge eating issues are, you know, they're going to be with me for a while. But it's how I recover from these flare-ups that is going to set the tone for my life and how I struggle, you know, set this tone for my recovery is how I deal with these. Do I throw in the towel and say, well, I'm eating fast food, I might as well just keep eating fast food? I'm tempted to do that. There is a voice in there that's like, yeah, that'll work. That'll be good. That's just great. We would love some hamburgers right now. But there's another part of me that needs to be a little louder right now, frankly. But I need to remember where I started. You know, 272 pounds, and just back feeling broken all the time, every appendage hurting, out of breath, walking down a hallway, feeling completely ugly and wanting to hide away from the world, to now somebody who's got confidence, somebody who feels empowered to do things physically, who's smaller, able to wear things she wants. You know, I'm in a better place than I was, and I want to get to an even better place physically, stronger place physically. This journey isn't over yet, and I have to focus on that. And trying to do a good job at work and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. It's a troubling time. It's a difficult time right now. And I know a lot of people go through the very same things that I'm going through now. And I know that this will pass. And I know that I will get back to a normal, you know, I will develop a normal schedule, get back on track, and I need to give myself permission, but not give myself too much permission. I need to, you know, the permission I need to give myself is to go and buy a healthy meal and to let myself not be overly concerned when I'm not getting in 5 days a week of cardio or whatever. It's not, oh yeah, fast food is going to be okay right now. Because it's not. You know, I had a Coke yesterday. I had like half of a medium Coke. And I haven't had soda in I don't know how long. Oh my god, it tasted so gross too. I mean, that's all I know is that my first sip of that was like I was ingesting this totally sugar-laden, syrupy, toxic plasma or something. It was not good, and I didn't end up finishing it, and I poured more than half of it out. So yeah, things could have been worse, I suppose. But the eating right now is out of control. The eating is really difficult to manage, and I'm dealing with, you know, probably my chemistry's all jacked up from having eaten, making that first choice last Saturday to have Five Guys, and then making the choice again to have fast food the next day in the form of a burrito. It threw off, and I wasn't really eating on any schedule with the other meals I was having. You know, throws your chemistry off and puts you back in that stage where you're jonesing. So I need to restrict. I need to try to get my body chemistry back to where it was. And it's going to be painful, and I have to be okay with that discomfort, because it's okay to be uncomfortable. I just need to keep telling myself that. And it's only going to be uncomfortable for a little bit, only for a week or two, and then it'll be back to normal. But it's really an emotional struggle for me right now. So I need all the support I can get, you guys. You know, I need to get watching videos, get watching weight loss shows, become, you know, comfortable in the kitchen again, all that stuff. It's just this last week has been really rough. This last, 2.5 weeks have been really rough, and I'll get over it. New goals. Looking at that 100 pounds lost by September 16th is becoming less and less a viable goal. I'm 186 now, approximately, since Tuesday anyway. I would love to hit the 170s. If I can get 179.8 by mid-September, I'll feel like I'm on track, back on track. I won't feel like a failure if I don't hit it, but my main focus right now is getting back to a comfortable routine with my food. That's got to be priority number one. Making sure I'm hydrated, making sure my food intake is targeted, and not flying off the handle. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Sorry for the downer week, gosh, but this is the reality, right? This is what we struggle with, and I'm human, and I have these food issues, and I'm working on them, and I'm gonna hang in there, and I just need to keep my head in the game right now. Not get too sad about it and too, run down, because it's exactly these kinds of feelings that pop up that in the past have made me just say forget about it. But I've got too much invested. I've had too much success, and I don't want to eat the way I've been eating this last week. I want to have healthy food and that I enjoy, and feel strong, and feel like my food is nourishing and not just, appeasing my feelings, which is what it's been doing this last week. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to give me a thumbs up, it's going to make me feel better. Leave a comment. Any comments you can give that are, peppy or will make me feel better. I really need them right now. If you're a new watcher and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. They're not all downer weeks like this, I promise you. And if you feel like somebody else could benefit from learning about my struggle and hearing about it, then feel free to share the video as well. So that's a wrap. Until next time, take care.